Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I can't. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. We suck. Is it possible to feel nostalgia for something you've never experienced? Is it possible to return to a moment of artless joy, the likes of which you've never experienced? Is it possible for an unknowable place to feel like home? Can one ever truly be worthy of this? 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. When I was in the 5th grade, I sawed a crude DeLorean out of scrap wood using a hacksaw. It was about the size of an original Game Boy. The only silver paint I had in the house was a rattle can of Rust-Oleum that my dad used on the pool fence. I would hold my little wooden car while I watched the movie. I was in a wood-paneled basement and I was watching it on an old RCA color TV with VHF and UHF knobs. Once a car is a star, it moves beyond reproach. You can't touch it. Ask anyone with a Knight Rider kit conversion, an Ectomobile, Jurassic Park Wrangler, A-Team van, Herbie, General Lee, Bullet Mustang, or Mirthmobile. I have an imagined relationship with this car, but I've never touched one until now. And let me tell you, standing next to a real one, it's as good as you think. I now measure my automotive history as BD and AD. What's it like to be in the presence of this? Well, the DMC-12 is smaller than you think. It's about the size of a Mitsubishi Eclipse from the 90s. Yeah, that's it. Mitsubishi Eclipse, only a lot lower. The doors. The doors. The doors in real life don't make the space station sound. They just go clunk like any other car door. Oh, but when you open them, they do rise up all by themselves. But then they stop around here, and you have to nudge them up the rest of the way. Here's something the owner uses at car shows. It's a length of hard plastic tubing that he can jam into the car door so people won't sit in his car at car shows. He told me this behavior is a thing. Most car show spectators are respectful and approach cars with their hands behind their back as a sign of respect. The message that they're conveying is, I'm not going to touch your car. See? See my hands? They're behind my back, nowhere near your car. Oh, but if they see a DeLorean, oh, dude, DeLorean, touch, sit, grab, steering wheel, move around, touch everything, touch all the buttons. So the owner had to put this bar here to say, hey now, I know you're excited, but take it easy. Speaking of the doors, you heard hot wind from buffoons who insist that DMC doors wreck adjacent parked cars. Check this out. I parked my Echo like King Dick right next to this guy's D, and watch this. He has to turn a little bit to get past my side mirror, and no problem. Is it time? It is time. It's time for real. I am not worthy of this. Oh, this is happening. This is happening. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's it like to drive a DeLorean for the first time? Oh, where's the seatbelt? Whoa, this is something no one ever says.
I know, it's like a
this
penis.
is weird. It is like a penis. Ooh. All right. All the dials jump when you do that.
I need a wide angle lens. That's fun. Look how big the switches are.
I know.
That really
It's just
surprises me.
huge.
They're absolutely massive. That's the window.
What does this do? What does this do? What does that do?
I know, right? Like, oh, the window.
All right, drive. We're in drive. I am driving a DeLorean. Holy wow, this is heavy steering. This is like a tractor. This is weird. You know how every single car has the blue light on the dash that tells you your high beams are on? Well, a DeLorean has one too, but it also has a green light for your low beam that's on when your low beam is on. So you either have a green light shining at you for low beam or a blue light shining at you for high beam. Why do you need that? The DeLorean's horn is on the turn signal stalk. You sound the horn by pushing the stalk in like a plunger. MGBs are kind of like this. This DMC-12 has a 4-speed auto, which feels like a driver's ed Chevy Corsica. Modern slush boxes at least learn your driving style, but an auto DeLorean shifts whenever it's in the mood. Oh yeah, you can click the automatic down, but the tall gearing makes the V6 go, This is the first DeLorean I've ever touched, and I'm still driving it. This is better than my Double D motorboat with that girl who liked to cut herself. Too dark. So I don't know where on the podium this DMC falls. It's not quite a daily driver, but the presence of a modern head unit, period correct map light, and patina means that it does get around. It is used as a regular car. The DeLorean offers no greater proof of the ontological argument. This is what is meant by Deus Ex Machina. DeLorean, unmolested by time or the mercenary aesthetics of modernity. The DeLorean. It looks the way love feels. It's like making out with a high school girlfriend and going for second base only to suddenly realize she isn't stopping you this time. Why isn't she stopping me? She always stops me. Maybe it's her sudden inexplicable fondness for my fully engorged blood-filled sin sword. Maybe it's the car. Oh, it's definitely the car. Definitely the car. But who cares? Who cares? Who gives a beaver's damn when you have your hand resting comfortably on a Ted? The driver's seat is low, like the Maxwell cassette guy. The DeLorean is closer to godliness than cleanliness has ever been or ever will be. Yes, I know the DeLorean does end up being a case of never meet your heroes somewhat, and if this car were a person, it would tip strippers with 20s and be the governor of a blue state in the Northeast. Look, I know you're never supposed to meet your heroes, but the DeLorean's functionality overcomes modern cultural cynicism. It's fairly uncomplicated. Anybody can drive this thing, even the most novice of drivers. Seriously, go, try it. Get the automatic one. Look, I know it looks alien, and I know it looks weird, but even with this heavy steering, it's much more responsive in its handling than most modern cars. Besides, more than a fair share of modern cars respond like a gas station attendant who only selectively understands English. But the DeLorean is a car that gets you precisely in the way you wish to be gotten. The glory or gloom of this car is almost entirely the product of what the owner brings to it. You may never get the chance to restore an old DeLorean in the way some get to restore Chevelles or Honda Elsinores. But driving a DeLorean isn't all that different from rebuilding those old stalwarts of class and function. You get out of it whatever you put into it. A DeLorean is not a slave to the moth-eaten fabric of time. They will be built and rebuilt forever. It's a car that doesn't force terms upon you. A DeLorean is as majestic or as antiquated as you decide. Oh, that is surprising how easy that is.
Yeah. Oh, it's
I was not expecting it that these are so easy to close.
No, it's a great system.
This is one finger. All right, this has to go in the video that no one has explained how easy this is to close. This is one finger, and I bring it down. All right, now it's getting a little bit tough. Okay, from here I need a whole hand. Oh, that is so freaking cool. All right, are you gonna get a shot of it?
Look at the old school 1980s clock. It's like glowing green LEDs right out of a William Gibson novel.